All right, so I'm gonna make this video for anybody who's struggling with like controller settings. The most talked about setting is like dead zone and sensitivity, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, dead zone and sensitivity settings is really to each their own. But let's start out. So I play on controller. I play on default flipped. I just use my RB and LB buttons to shoot instead of my triggers. That's to each their own. You don't have to worry about that. But I play on 7.7. This is pretty much like the default sensitivity. Like if you go higher than this, then you're probably cracked. If you go lower than this, then you need a chance to get used to the sensitivity, and then go up to 7, where it's like pretty normal to handle. This was 6.6 in Modern Warfare 3 and all the other Call of Duty. So 7.7 is pretty much the same thing. All right, so you don't really have to worry about like the control presets, like having mental assist on, because we're gonna customize it right now. I play with controller vibration off, even though my controller doesn't have vibration, and the reason why I do that is because when you're shooting your gun, you want to be able to control your recoil, just straight up. Like you just want to be able to control your recoil. So the dead zones, this is the big question right here. So right now I play on left stick minimum is 2, left stick max is going to be at 70, so I can move as soon as I want to. My right stick minimum is 3. And let me show you if this is the big one right here, because this is one you aim with. So if I put this to 0, you're going to see if you have stick drift. So right now I really don't have any stick drift. That would show you if you have stick drift. Actually, it's moving just a tad bit. So what you want to do is put it at 0, and if your controller is moving, put it up 1 until your controller starts moving, until your player stops moving. So I'll go up 1. If I'm still moving, actually I am still moving a little bit, I'm gonna go back up, and this is how you do your self-test on it. But I know it's 3, so I'm gonna leave it at 3. So my right stick max, I'm gonna put this as 99 because I want to fully control where I'm looking at, and this is what it is right here. Like I don't want to have to rip my controller to the right really hard if I lower that. So we go back to here, and then the left trigger and right trigger, I would honestly put that, unless you have broken triggers, I would put this on 0 so you guys can shoot as soon as you press it. This basically will give you hair taps. So you know how your controller will go all the way down, like all the way down. So as soon as you press it, if you don't have like an elite controller or like a scuff controller or anything like that, it'll be instant trigger pretty much if you put that on 0. I leave it at 10 because I have this controller is like a little bit broken, so I will randomly throw grenades. But anyway, let's go to the aiming because we are not done with getting you guys aim right. Sensitivity multiplier, the one you need to worry about right here is this ADS sensitivity multiplier. Play along with this. Play with this. Play with this. Play with this. Because you can go around a map. You can go around the map looking around real fast if you need a loot and stuff like that, especially for Warzone, right? But when you start to aim, so when you ADS, aim down sight, you want to actually slow down a little bit if you're not as cracked as, you know, like the pros. Some pros leave this alone, but some pros mess with it because, you know, it's to each their own. You want to do what's best for you. So right now, I used to have this at 0.75, but I realized like it's a little bit too slow. So I brought it up to 0.77. I don't know if it's going to work for you guys, but I would start with 0.75. I wouldn't go lower than 0.75, to be honest, because people move really fast in this game. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if it's like really lower. Like 15. So you see how I'm moving around like this, left and right really fast? So when I slow down, look, I can't move as fast. You see what I'm saying? So it helps you slow down and really hit your targets. And then I'm gonna put it to 1, and then it'll move the same speed. So I'll move the same speed. I can't really do that right now because like it's just so fast. So I'm gonna put mine back to 0.77, which you can, it goes by 5s. But since I'm on mouse and key, I can actually type it in. I don't know how to type that in on console if you're on console, but I feel like 0.77 is like really good for me right now. I've been aiming much better. But we're also not done. We gotta go to aiming advanced settings from here. Click on that, right? And then you are going to go to ADS sensitivity transition time. You want it to be on instant because what it does is the sensitivity multiplier is applied immediately when aimed down sight. So if it's not on instant and you need to run, it's like slow. You see that delay I have a crazy delay right there. So what you need to do is go back to there and then put that on instant. And then here's how it's going to work. I'm aimed down. I killed him. I turn right around. Kill him, turn right around. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to move as fast as possible with these settings. Make sure you're copying all these settings and don't miss out because I have more settings to show you guys. And if you didn't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure you hit it right now because, hey, watch my gameplay videos. I'm pretty cracked at the game. I'm not the greatest at the game, but I'm going to definitely be able to help you guys out. Okay, so we're back to aiming advanced settings, right? We got that on instant. Third person ADS correction type. Put that on assist. It really doesn't matter because we're not playing third person in Warzone. But this is a big one right here. Aim response curve type. Usually this is on standard. Some people play on linear who snipe a lot. If you use a sniper a lot, try linear and let me know how it goes in the comment section down below. but dynamic. This is gonna like boost your aim assist. Like when you're moving around, thought on your controller left and right, it's gonna like really boost your aim assist, especially when you're taking far shots. It's gonna boost your aim assist, and it just works. You know, it's what everyone uses, so you don't really have to worry about that. Make sure your target aim assist is on. People like to troll and not have this on for some reason. All this is aim assist on a controller. And then other than that, we're gonna start with the movement. This is really important. Now that we have your aiming good, make sure you lock in and pay attention what all these settings do, because they all do something that you might like but I might not like. So I'm gonna have to explain them all. So first of all, we're gonna, if this is just on, right, it's usually default right there. You want to put this to tactical sprint assist, and you want to put the sprint delay off. I don't know why they added this. I don't know. It is insane. But then you're gonna want to put the sprint assist sideways on and sprint assist backwards on. Why? Because you want to be able to sprint sideways, sprint this way, sprint backwards. But what it does is give you tactic. Remember in like Warzone, Verdance, and if y'all didn't play Verdance, this is how it used to look. You just keep putting your gun up. They need to fix this setting and make it exactly like Verdance, because as you can see, it still barely does it. It's just the game is fucked, bro. They need to fix the game. But I love this game. I'm not complaining. I love the game, but it definitely like look like I don't have my tactical. I don't have my tactical sprint, but that's how you're gonna be able to run your fastest. Okay. All right, let's go back in there. All right, mental assist. I play with mental assist off because I don't want to be mantling. But what it does is, if you have it on, what it does is, like, say you're like jumping, it's gonna like mantle things for you. You see that? It's gonna like, this is doing that for me. I don't want it to do that for me. I'm not pressing A. Like, look, I'll have my hand off the controller. I'm not pressing A. It's just doing it for me. I don't want to do that when I'm in Warzone, because like I'll start fucking jump. You see that? I'm like jumping over shit on an accident, and I just don't want that. So if you think you need that, go ahead and turn it on, but I would definitely keep that off. Sometimes people like the low mental assist on, because when you go through like say you're going through a window, like it just helps you like that. Like I want to go out this window, I don't want to be stuck on the window, but like look, like I know just to jump through it. But if I don't want to get stuck on this window, if I don't want to get stuck on a window and I know like I can't make this jump, then I'll put the low one on, but not the high one. Let's see if they count this as low. They count that as low. You see, that's why I don't like using it. Like I don't like using that at all. Like they don't know what's low, what's high. But I'll turn this off. Crouch assist, I turn it off. I don't understand why you would need this setting. I think everyone who plays Call of Duty should turn this off. Corner slice. This is what this does. It's like a Rainbow Six feature. You see, I'm at the corner. This is all this does right here. If you have it off, this is what it's gonna look like. So you got to peek. I like the setting. I like it a lot. They say like, even though your character is leaning, I like using it on. They say even though your character is leaning, you still look normal to another character who's looking at you. You still look like a normal Call of Duty player. You don't look like you're leaning. That's what they say. I haven't tested it out. Okay, so if you are a Warzone player, you need to have this on hybrid. If you are a multiplayer player, put this on slide only. You don't need to dive in multiplayer, right? You really don't need to. You could to make some fancy plays, but if you're playing ranked multiplayer, you probably don't need that on dive only. But the reason for this hybrid, like if you're on a mountain, let's say this is perfect for it. Let's say you're on a mountain and you need to jump off the mountain to gain ground and pull your parachute. You want to just dive off that mountain and you'll pull your parachute, and then you'll just go flying. You know, it's movement you need in Warzone. Like it's necessary to dive in Warzone. So all you got to do is hold down your left stick, your sprint button. So say I'm sprinting with my left stick, and then press my dive button, my slide button, and I'll dive. Instead of just sliding, I'll dive. So I can really control it. So like if I'm going to the side, I don't want to dive on an accident. A lot of the people that I play with, they dive on accident. So I hope the guys who like are struggling with their settings that I actually play with are watching this video. But I really made this video because I got guys asking me in the comment section, so you know I'm gonna provide for the streets. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But we are not done. We got a lot of stuff to do. These are a lot of Warzone settings right here. Automatic airborne mantle. So if you're airborne in Warzone, pretty much what that means is, say you just jump off, that it saves you. You know what I'm saying? Say on an accident, you're in a building and you jump off on an accident, it's gonna save you. Boom. That was perfect. Oh, I'm so glad I did that on one shot. It's just gonna save you. Like, oh shit, I didn't mean to jump off. Let's go back. Okay, sprint restore. You want that on because it allows you to basically allows you to not slide cancel, but it allows you to slide and then sprint afterwards. So like right now I'm gonna hit my slide button and then I'm gonna just automatically sprint afterwards. That's what that is. Sprint restore. I'm gonna slide and then boom. Allows you to make some plays. You can mix it up instead of just slide canceling. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go down. Slide, maintain, sprint. That's pretty much what that is. My slide, after I slide, it's gonna maintain my sprint. These two are like one in their own. Parachute automatic. If you play Warzone, especially if you're sweaty, you want to turn this off because you have to dive. There's instances where you have to just dive straight down because somebody's shooting you. And if you pull your parachute, if you have this setting on, what is it called? If you have this setting on free fall or always, your parachute is gonna automatically pull, bro. You don't want that because you're gonna get laced. Okay, mentally cancels reload. I have this off because I'm gonna show you why. If I need to reload, right? Let's say I'm reloading, mental's gonna cancel it. I don't want my reload to cancel, especially in Warzone, especially even multiplayer. Like if you need to reload, you need to reload, right? Like, okay, we're gonna go to movement advanced settings. We're just gonna make sure we have this on toggle. You don't want to hold your controller like your thumbstick, so definitely have that on toggle. Auto move forward. I don't see why you would do this unless you're just like a super casual gamer and you're playing Warzone and you just want to run somewhere. But this is not really like Fortnite where you could just start building, so I wouldn't have that on because if you're free running, you're probably gonna get sniped in the fucking head. But anyway, so right here you want this on single tap sprint. A lot of people change these settings, but this one is what works for me. Single tap to tactical sprint while sprinting. It just works for me. I might want to put it on run, but I don't want to change it. I don't want to change it. Like, no one really knows what this means except for double tap. We don't want to double tap. We want to single tap everything. We want it to be as quick as possible to get into our sprint. Plunging underwater, that's cool. Sprinting door bash. You can have this on or off. Is there any doors on Nuketown? I don't even think there's doors on Nuketown. I really can't show you right there, but it's pretty much when you like in Warzone, when you just run through a door, you like bash through it. I like to have it on so I can get through the door as fast as possible. And then the last little bit that y'all need to know is the combat setting, the combat slide. So what we like to do for Warzone, you want to put these apply on because it's gonna apply all the plates if you hold the Y button for like a quick little second. When he starts the animation, you can let go of it and it's gonna apply all instead of just continuously pressing it again. Like apply one plate, then you gotta press Y again, for 3 plates. C4 detonation, I like this all at once. Equipment behavior, I like it on hold. So when you're throwing a grenade, you can just hold this here instead of having to press it again. Press it once and then press it again to throw. What else do we need? Let's go to combat advanced settings. These are pretty much, big one right here. Interact reload, right? You want this on prioritize interact. Why was on, that's why my game's been feeling mad weird. Put this on prioritize interact, bro. Ah, my God, my game's been feeling so weird and the whole time my settings have been fucked up. This is the biggest setting in Warzone right here. Put this on prioritize interact, and pretty much it just allows you to tap buttons, like tap to open chest, tap to reload, as you see I just did, stuff like that. Tap to open doors, tap to the buy station. Like, you don't want to hold to open the chest. You do not want to hold to open the chest, and that's what that is. It allows you just to tap. Sprint cancels reload. This is also a huge one. So if you're sprinting, right, that's multiplayer, so it doesn't show you. In Warzone, if you're sprinting, you're not gonna be able to reload anymore. But this is multiplayer, and I have certain perks on to allow me to do that. So that wasn't the greatest example, but in Warzone, definitely turn this off. Yeah, that's gonna do it for you. One thing that I would mention, by the way, is go to your interface settings and then gameplay HUD. Turn you guys' mini map on square. Turn your mini map on square, and if you're having problems aiming, go to crosshair, put it on static, and then put this on largest or larger. That's your crosshair right there. My crosshair is yellow. You guys can actually change the color. I think is so cool, by the way. All you gotta do is go to your gameplay right here, crosshair. No, my game just dev-aired. My game literally just dev-aired. Call of Duty sucks. But honestly, that was pretty much it. That's all y'all needed to know. That was all the settings. I hope this settings video helped y'all, man. If y'all did enjoy this video and it does help y'all, let me know down in the comment section below, and definitely hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Let me know, baby. Come on.